IonQ stock investors got some huge news from the company's management team as they elaborated on the total addressable market opportunity, which could be over $2 trillion for the quantum computing industry, a few contracts the company signed, as well as insights into which part of the company will become cash flow positive first. Overall, there's a lot of great developments here for IonQ stock investors. So let's take a look at those developments from management's perspective. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now. So IonQ noted that McKinsey gave an outlook for the industry that was absolutely massive, saying that we expect these applications for quantum computing to drive demand for new systems in production, but also allow for us to share in the up to $2 trillion economic value that McKinsey projects will be unlocked by the year 2035. Now, that's a massive market opportunity, not unlike what the projections are for the artificial intelligence industry. The AI industry is forecasted to be around $2 trillion as well, around the year 2035. So the quantum computing industry, while slower to get off the ground, is expected to accelerate quickly, according to McKinsey, and reach a size similar to that of artificial intelligence. Moving on to some contract wins, their recent win of a $55 million contract with the Applied Research Laboratory for Intelligence and Security are examples of their quantum networking investments paying off. And management expects that the quantum networking products will continue to strongly drive sales and be the first product group that's cash flow positive. So this is the product group that will turn cash flow positive first, according to the company. But it's a smaller market opportunity, this segment. Quantum networking, it's large and it's growing, but when you compare to the $2 trillion opportunity I highlighted earlier, McKinsey estimates that quantum communication will become a $36 billion market by the year 2040. Now, if you compare that with all of the total addressable market opportunities, it'll be on the smaller side of opportunities in market size, although the company did say that it will generate cash flow sooner. So there's a give and take with this segment for IonQ stock investors. Management also highlighted an arrangement with NKT Photonics, which will develop and deliver 3 innovative prototype optical subsystems to IonQ in 2025, which are designed to improve the performance, size, weight, and power of their upcoming data center-ready quantum computers. With these groundbreaking technology, IonQ aims to reduce overall hardware system size and cost, increase qubit count, and improve system performance and scale. So that'll be interesting to see how IonQ incorporates this new technology and the products and services it develops out of these technologies. IonQ has been investing in its own research and development, adding talented individuals to its staff, so it's ready to incorporate these new technologies, and IonQ investors are excited to see what comes out of these products. In the latest quarter, IonQ reported revenue that was above what they were even expecting at the highest end. So they told investors, look, worst case scenario, we think we'll do $9 million in revenue. Best case scenario, we think we'll do $12 million in revenue. They actually did $12.4 million in revenue. And so the overperformance was primarily due to their ability to make more progress than previously anticipated on some of their contracts that use percentage of completion revenue recognition. I always like to see this when companies give you a forecast and exceed those forecasts. That isn't to say that I like when companies give you conservative forecasts. I'm not a fan of that. I like when companies give investors accurate forecasts, not conservative, not optimistic. Just give me accurate forecasts. And if you're giving me accurate forecasts on what you believe you can achieve in the quarter and you exceed even those expectations, that's really great from an investor point of view. That means you're making progress faster than even you anticipated. And that's great to see, especially for newer companies like IonQ. They also booked $63.5 million in sales in the third quarter. Now, if you compare that, they only generated $12.5 million in revenue. So they booked more than 5 times the amount of sales for future periods than they completed in the quarter. So there's exponentially growing interest in IonQ's technology, as evidenced by these sales and these orders. These orders also help the company because many times the order, while it won't turn into revenue until future quarters, they may receive cash up front. So let's say they book a sale for $10 million. They might ask for the company to give them $2 million up front or $5 million up front, or whatever the case might be during negotiation. And so that's a nice cash infusion for the company to continue developing its technology. And knowing that there's a customer there waiting for the technology also helps IonQ attract talented individuals, secure relationships with suppliers, and get even more capital if they so need. So their research and development costs for the third quarter were $33.2 million, which was up 35% from the same quarter last year. And they want to remind us that they're investing heavily in research and development and growing their R&D headcount to support their roadmap and customer commitments. And this is where they excel, right? This is the core of what IonQ does, research and development. This is where the company will find huge success or huge failure. Everything depends on the research and development department at IonQ. It's not like other companies that depend on other things. For instance, Nike's success depends more so on its marketing efforts, right, than most other companies. Marketing is the critical core competency for Nike. That's how they get people to pay $200 for a pair of tennis shoes, is because of their strong skills in marketing. So that's not the case with IonQ. Marketing won't make much of a difference for IonQ. This company relies on research and development. And so you want them spending this money in this category. This is what's going to determine success. And if they find smart, talented individuals that are willing to join the company, you want them hiring those individuals, bringing them into the team, incorporating them, gaining experience, having them interact with other individuals, and see what will develop out of these investments. So this is one category. If you're an IonQ stock investor, you like to see growth in this category. Of course, as long as you also see growth in increased bookings and increased sales. As long as you see that, you want them investing in the R&D because they're getting new customers. And so you want to have the product development to match what these new customers want and continue that positive, virtuous cycle. So really big news here from IonQ and great developments here in just 3 months' time. I'm remembering looking at the company where they were just a few months ago, and they're making huge inroads. So exponential growth here on both their sales and their booked orders for the future. Really exciting times for IonQ stock investors. Hey everyone, if you like watching my videos, then I've added a great complimentary product just for you. I've written a book that's available for sale now that highlights my 6-step investing framework. Even if you don't follow that investing framework, just reading it and knowing how I evaluate stocks will make it a lot more interesting and informative to watch my videos. I've added the link in the description below.